Never in a million years did I think I would be writing this chapter of my life.
Hey fam, I wanted you to hear this from me first. I am going to have a kidney transplant on January the 12th. Not January the 12th, August the 12th. I will be having a kidney transplant. The first question that I'm quite sure that some of you may ask is, how did I get here?
I sent the video to my family because I had held it in for so long. I really didn't know how to tell them at this point. The $1 million question was simple. How did it get this bad? I asked God that question over and over and over again. Am I being punished? Am I being tested? I couldn't quite understand it. Back in 2017, I went to the doctor for some reoccurring issues, nothing kidney related. I was supposed to be hospitalized for about 3 days. Instead, 3 days turned into about 30 days in the ICU. I could literally feel the life slipping out of my body. Then came my but God moment. The doctors changed course, and within about 3 days, I was released back to normal. During that time, I was examined by everyone from oncologists, kidney specialists, internal medicine doctors. No one could fully explain what had happened. When I was discharged, the nephrologist said that he wanted me to follow up with him just to monitor my situation. But he assured me I should be fine. I was young, healthy. So I saw him annually until 2022. So because of COVID, he wasn't available that day. I saw another doctor, which was one of the lead doctors there. And he was asking question after question. And I could tell he was visibly puzzled, like trying to figure it out. Then he said the words that shattered me. I was 1 point away from stage 5 kidney disease, end-stage renal disease. And I needed to start thinking about dialysis options at home or in a center. At that point, I was traumatized. I was thinking like, how, when? I had no symptoms. I didn't feel sick. Or so I thought, I was desperate for hope. So I made appointments with over 5 different nephrologists, just praying someone would give me some hope or tell me it was reversible or temporary, or simply that God would eventually just heal me. Instead, they all said the same thing. My kidneys were functioning between anywhere from 10 to 15%. Each time I went to the different one, some said 10, some said 12, some said 15. And basically I had 12 to 18 months to live if I did not pursue dialysis. So my mind literally could not process what was happening and the words that were literally coming out of their mouth. At first, I didn't tell anyone. And the truth was, I was traumatized. I was still trying to process it myself. There was no doctor, no medicine, no one who could reverse it. My brain was literally trying to process that information. The doctor that I had trusted never explained to me how serious my situation was. So basically, I had, for 4 years almost, I had no preparation, no guidance, nothing. And that silence literally hurt me as much as the diagnosis did, because I felt like I could have slowed it down or tried to prevent it. I literally went home after that 5th doctor and cried myself to sleep. Then I thought about Jesus alone in the wilderness, his quiet place with God. I already knew if I told anyone what they would say, to follow the doctor's orders, start dialysis, I already knew that. But I felt this was my wilderness. And in that moment, I didn't want to hear from anyone but God.
So I started this weight loss journey about a month ago. I had high blood pressure, plantar fasciitis in my foot, not being able to work out as often, on several different medications trying to get my blood pressure under control. Just don't really feel good. Well, I didn't when I first started. A month later, I've lost about 14 pounds. My blood pressure is doing better, but it's not, where it needs to be. My foot is doing better. It's not where it needs to be. I feel like crying, but I'm not. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to give up. Be blessed.
There were hard moments, days when it never left my mind. One week I remember I literally cried myself to sleep every night, begging God to heal me. I think I told people I had a cold. But then one morning, I literally cried my last cry. I woke up, I wiped my tears, and made a decision that while the blood was still running warm in my veins, that I was going to live.
See, it's a trick of Satan. He thought because I got COVID that I was just going to stay at home. I wasn't going to do anything. But no, I'm on a mission. 48 to 48. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm about to get it. I'm on my way.
I traveled. I worked.
This is 199.2 pounds. So I'm under the 200 pound mark again for the last time. Today is August 25th, 2024. The goal is to lose 7 pounds a month until I'm in my ideal weight. For me, it's about 155. And I'm never going back.
I worship every Sunday, and then I travel some more.
In a circle, what? Throw that glass in a circle. Throw that glass in a circle. Look at her. She threw that glass in a circle. You saw that? So you know the song. You know the song.
I stopped listening to the fear and started reading the stories of people who were actually living with kidney disease. People who had hope, people that not necessarily overcame it, but were living with it. Then in late June, while I was busy living life, I got a call from Methodist Transplant. This was June 2025. I had an anonymous donor, and I was stunned. I had never asked anyone personally for a kidney. I signed up thanks to my best friend, Retashanae, who made sure I did. I was told the wait would be 5 to 7 years. However, my EGFR kept dropping. When my kidney function reached 7% and I still hadn't heard from God, I just began to accept that my time might be coming to an end. But God. When I went back for testing to confirm my donor was a match, I asked one question over and over. When will I meet her? When will I meet this angel? I wanted to thank her face to face. But the staff told me there were no guarantees. She had to agree to meet me. So I was literally devastated again. I'm like, hold up. This woman gave me, a new chance at life, and I'm not sure if I would get to meet her. So I literally thought about her every single day from that moment. It felt like a sibling, that I couldn't find. I just wanted to see the person, that God used to answer my prayers. They told me I could write her a letter, but I couldn't include the information. So I did. So to my angel, I want to start by saying thank you from the bottom of my heart. This was such a selfless act that I am forever grateful for. Words cannot express how I feel. When I received the call that I have a donor, I was in tears. I have unknowingly been living with kidney disease for about 8 years. I found out about 4 years ago. I have had many sleepless nights, nauseating mornings, swelling legs, and unbearable leg cramps. When I turned stage 5, my doctor said it was time to start dialysis. I prayed and asked God to please help me. I spent many nights in tears wondering what would happen. When I got the call, it was one of the happiest days of my life. I hope to meet you someday, to thank you in person. You are the answer to my prayers, I whispered to God in tears. I promise to take good care of my kidney by making lifestyle changes. I pray you are blessed beyond measure. Thank you from a grateful woman.
All right, I get to make this introduction. I feel very lucky to do so. Stacy, I want you to meet Jenny Joyner.
How are you? You're so welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. So welcome. I would do it again 10 times over.
Thank you so much.
I hope you're doing well.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm great. You're doing good. Kidney's working like it's supposed to.
It is perfect.
Oh, good.
It is perfect.
I watched God unravel his master plan in my life. I didn't get sick or have to undergo dialysis. I didn't have to wait long, less than 18 months. God's grace and mercy spared me. My prayers went from my mouth to God's ears, and from God's ears to Jenny's heart. Because of Jenny's sacrifice and obedience to God, for someone she did not know and had never met, I was compelled to share our story for God's glory. I wrote a book to share how I made it through, in hopes that my journey and my testimony will be someone's guide to make it, and to assist all the other Stacys and Jennys of the world. I am committed to spending the rest of my life about my Father's business.